In this episode of Bandwidth Chronicles, we dive into the new science of UFOs to ask the question that refuses to fade. Are we truly alone? For a long time, the story of UFOs was all about blurry photos, shaky videos, and a lot of guesswork. It was seen as a weird topic that was easy to ignore. And because of that, scientists didn't pay much attention to it. But something has changed. We now have a lot of clear data from military pilots. The government has also released secret information for the first time. Now people aren't just asking, are they real anymore? The new question is, what are they? For the first time, we have good information, reports from people we can trust, and scientists who are willing to talk about it. We might just be closer to finding a real answer. It all began around 2020 with a change in words. What we once called UFOs are now officially called unidentified anomalous phenomena, or UAPs for short. That might sound like a complicated government term, but it shows a big change. UAPs include sightings not just in air, but also in water and space that appear to defy conventional physics. The new science of UFOs refers to a modern, evidence-based approach to studying unidentified anomalous phenomena using rigorous scientific methods, advanced senses, and interdisciplinary collaboration. The topic is moving away from movies and TV shows and into the serious worlds of science and keeping our country safe in terms of treating UAPs as a potential defense and intelligence issue, not just a curiosity. For years, witnesses such as military personnel, the intelligence community, and civilians were afraid to share their stories because they didn't want to be made fun of. But that silence is finally starting to break. Today, people are not talking about this in secret. They're talking about it in the U.S. Congress and at NASA. Congress is pushing for greater transparency regarding UAPs through hearings and proposed legislation. Efforts include a September 2025 hearing where military witnesses provided testimony and lawmakers investigated government secrecy and whistleblower protections. And in November 2024, Michael Schellenberger, an independent journalist, testified about a purported secret government program called Immaculate Constellation, which allegedly involved the Defense Department and intelligence agencies withholding evidence of UAPs from the public. A whistleblower report submitted by Schellenberger claimed that non-human technology had been recovered and studied covertly, though no physical evidence was presented during the hearing. David Spergel, chair of NASA's independent UAP study team, emphasized the need for a careful, fact-based approach to understanding UAPs. He made this statement during NASA's public briefing on UAPs in May 2023, reinforcing the agency's commitment to data-driven analysis and transparency. An astrophysicist and former Princeton professor, Spergel led the 16-member panel tasked with evaluating how NASA could contribute to the scientific study of UAPs using existing data and future collection strategies. The subject isn't forbidden anymore. It's important. A special office at the Pentagon, called the All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office, or AARO, is now in charge of gathering and studying UAP reports from all parts of the military. This is a clear sign that people are taking this seriously. So, what has changed? It's how much evidence we have and how good it is. According to the National UFO Reporting Center, in just the first half of 2025, it's believed that over 2,000 UAP sightings were reported around the world. These are not just strange lights. For example, 66 reports in New York described things like a metallic glowing ball over Central Park in Manhattan and quiet, triangle-shaped ships in rural areas like Hemlock and Evans Mills, moving at speeds that seem impossible. Many reports are eventually identified as conventional objects, like drones or balloons, but a small percentage are deemed to be of high interest. But the strongest evidence comes from the people who protect our skies. Military members have promised to tell the truth in government meetings about seeing objects that seem to break the rules of flight. One of the most amazing stories is about a round UAP that was followed off the coast of Yemen. A video which used to be secret was shown at a congressional hearing depicted a U.S. drone firing a Hellfire missile at a glowing ball-like object. It appeared to bounce off without causing damage. The incident occurred in October 2024 and is being investigated as an unidentified anomalous phenomenon. While some experts think it might have been a normal drone and the missile just scraped it, people are still talking a lot about this event. These are not just stories. Many are supported by radar, special heat detecting cameras, and clear video. The Pentagon's Aero Office said it has found no real proof that any UAP is from another planet. But it also says that a small number of cases still can't be explained, even after a close scientific look at the data. These are the real mysteries that don't seem to follow the rules of science as we know them. And they have finally gotten the attention of serious scientists. And scientists are getting involved. Instead of looking at old blurry photos, scientists now want to collect information using special sensors, satellites, and even artificial intelligence that can find patterns. Scientists like Dr. Kevin Knuth, a professor of physics who used to work for NASA, are using advanced scientific methods, including his work with UAPX and the Galileo project to study UAPs. He and others say that people have been seeing these things for more than 100 years. Researchers are even looking at old space records to find new clues. This search in our skies is happening at the same time as a much bigger one. The largest telescope in space, launched by NASA in 2021, the James Webb Space Telescope, is changing how we look for life in space. It identified an exoplanet named K2-18b as a potential water world planet by analyzing its atmosphere. The Webb telescope detected water vapor, methane, and carbon dioxide, suggesting a possible surface covered with oceans. Because water is essential for life as we know it, water worlds are prime candidates in the search for alien life. Here on Earth, living things can make some of these gases. So this is an exciting clue that there could be life there. These amazing discoveries show us that the things needed for life can be found all over the universe. The question is, has any of that life ever come to Earth? More and more evidence is coming out, and the conversation is changing quickly. What do you think is causing these unexplained events? Is it new technology made by humans? Is it something in nature that we don't understand yet? Or is it something else? Share your ideas in the comments below. We decode the cosmos as often as we can, so if you want to keep up with the latest on stories like this, be sure to subscribe. And hit the bell so you don't miss a signal. We're in a whole new time. The line between science fiction stories and real science is getting blurry. Aero, the government office, says there is no solid proof of alien technology, but the small number of confusing cases means we still can't be sure. We don't have the final answers yet. But for the first time, we are asking the right questions and getting the tools to find the answers. The journey to understand what alien technology and non-human intelligence is in our skies and in our oceans is just beginning. This time, science is leading the way, especially with the explosion in artificial intelligence. The new science of UFOs isn't about proving aliens. It's about applying rigorous methods to unexplained data. This shift challenges old assumptions and bridges the gap between conspiracy and science. Maybe we're alone, or maybe we're not. But today, we're not just looking up and wondering anymore. We're now using science to look for answers.